Hi there. So I am finishing up Vlogmas. You might have noticed I took a little break, which is not unusual for me. I was doing pretty good this time though. I thought this might be the year that I get every Vlogmas video out on time. But like the last week and a half, there was like a lot of other stuff going on and I just started kind of slowing down, and then Christmas hit and I realized like I really just wanted to take a little bit of a break. And actually by break, I was doing what this video is about today. Penzone just hopped on my lap and decided to join me. He's been a very like lap cat lately, and I think it's because of the cold weather. I like to think it's because he's very fond of me, but I think he's just using me for warmth. Anyway, this video is probably going to be kind of a short one. I just wanted to tell you about what I'm referring to as the Disney Plus Parks Challenge. Basically, because I am someone who likes to go to the parks on the holidays, I was kind of thinking, well, I can't be in the parks. What am I going to do at home to make things feel a little bit magical, because I've been stuck in the house since March? And like I had the food stuff set. Like I'm going to be making Christmas already passed, by the way. Today is Monday the 28th and Christmas is on Friday, and I got the stuff to make the upside down shepherd's pie, which I have a recipe video for. I also got some Dole Whip, and I was gonna make some upside down. This was totally unintentional, but both of my meal menu items are upside down. So I have the upside down shepherd's pie, and then I was gonna make pineapple upside down cake to go with the Dole Whip. It was gonna be like mini upside down cake, so like in muffin style. Anyway, I think that's probably gonna happen tomorrow or Wednesday. Luckily the ingredients are like not perishable stuff, so there was no like time crunch to get it done. And I'm just cooking for myself, so nobody's gonna be disappointed if I don't make it on Christmas Day. I'm just gonna make it when I feel like it. Anyway, what I was getting at is that I had the festive fun food things down, but I didn't know what to do as far as like an activity or something. Like I had my jigsaw puzzle of Disneyland that I got, but I'm like, is that enough? So I came up with the Disney Plus Parks Challenge, which is basically you pick the park that you wish you were in, and then you watch movies that represent every land in that park. So I picked Disneyland. So then the lands that we have are Main Street, Adventureland, New Orleans Square, Frontierland, Tomorrowland, Toontown, Galaxy's Edge. What am I missing? Oh, Fantasyland and Critter Country. How could I forget Fantasyland? I feel like Critter Country is a little bit forgettable, but Fantasyland, come on. Anyway, so I listed all of my lands, and then I went down the list and picked movies that I wanted to watch to represent those lands. And originally I had this idea that I was gonna watch them in the order that I would normally go around the park, but that didn't happen. I just kind of made the list and just went in the order that I was in the mood to watch them. I'm almost done with my list. I'm almost done watching everything. Not quite done yet though. I have Main Street, Frontierland, and Galaxy's Edge left. I know that as soon as I finish filming this and editing, I'm gonna watch at least one more thing tonight. It's like a rainy day in LA right now, and it's very dark. Like I had to pull out the ring light and it's only like 3 p.m. So I feel like it's like nighttime, but I could definitely squeeze in like 2 more movies if I wanted to tonight. Anyway, let me go down the list and I will tell you what I picked. So first of all, we have Main Street. And I wrote down Steamboat Willie and Plane Crazy because they're short and I figured it's easy to watch both of them. Plus those are the ones that are usually playing in the Main Street cinema. I have a feeling I'm gonna save those for tomorrow morning and watch them while I have my coffee in the morning, because that is definitely what I would be doing if I was in the Main Street cinema. That's usually where I go if I want to just, you know, get a cup of coffee and just chill for a little bit. So next on the list was Adventureland, and originally, so there's not a lot of attractions to choose from in Adventure. I mean, there are attractions, but not ones that have films that go along with them. So we have like the Tiki Room, Jungle Cruise, which the movie's not out yet, Indiana Jones, which was my original plan. I had watched Raiders of the Lost Ark pretty recently. I think I watched that on Harrison Ford's birthday. I almost just said Harrison's, like we're on a first name basis. But anyway, I watched that already recently. And so I was gonna watch Temple of Doom. And I had this realization when I watched the first movie, and then I had it again, it's not on Disney Plus. So I figured, like, for the sake of keeping everything simple for anyone else who decides to do this challenge, I would just only choose things that are on Disney Plus. So we also have the Treehouse, which is Tarzan's Treehouse. And that's really the only thing that has a movie to go along with it. And I've watched that one like not too long ago. I want to say since quarantine started. and I was like ready to watch it again, I guess, but I'm trying to kind of choose things that I either haven't seen before or haven't seen in a while. So I ended up watching the new, was it 2019, I guess, Aladdin, the live action remake. I hadn't actually seen that before, and which is weird because I was like super excited about it. And it's actually not weird for me to go that long without watching a movie that I'm excited about. I feel like I procrastinate more when I am really excited to watch a movie. Like, I feel like I have to be in the exact right mood to like absorb it all, and then I just put it off indefinitely and then I forget about it. So yeah, that was my first time watching the new Aladdin. I actually really liked it. I'm not gonna go too into detail like on reviews on these. I wanna watch it again. Maybe I'll do a review video, I don't know. It'll be like my review video like 2 years after the fact. So then next we have New Orleans Square, and I watched Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, which I'm pretty sure there are Pirates of the Caribbean movies that I have not even seen yet. And I was tempted to, after I finished this one, to like just continue watching the series, but I'm gonna go back to them later. I felt like I should stick to the list because if I keep getting sidetracked, then it's gonna take forever to get through. So next we have Critter Country, and there's really not a lot going on there except for Winnie the Pooh, so I just kind of figured I'd be watching a Winnie the Pooh movie. I kind of thought maybe the Christmas one, but then I like kind of didn't want to. Like, no offense, Winnie the Pooh, but I kind of didn't want to. So I got creative and I realized Tiana is coming to Critter Country, which I'm still wondering if they're going to keep it as part of Critter Country once Splash Mountain gets its like redo, or if they'll rezone it and make it like New Orleans Square, because it's right next door. It's right next to the Haunted Mansion, and Tiana is in New Orleans, so it would make sense. I know people have been joking though, like Splash Mountain, there's no mountains in New Orleans. I think it's like one of the flattest states there is. So that would be kind of weird if they did rezone it and then it's like the mountain of New Orleans that doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure there's no talking frogs in New Orleans either, so maybe they can just make it work. Anyway, back to the list. I wrote in Princess and the Frog. I was going to watch that, but again, like I'm trying to watch things that I haven't seen very much or recently, and I'm pretty sure I've watched Princess and the Frog at least once or twice in the last few months. So this is actually the last movie on the list that I watched, and I watched it this morning. I decided instead to watch Christopher Robin. And I'm glad that I did. I actually really liked it. I kind of forgot that that movie existed. I'd never seen it before. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I realized though, I think one of the reasons I haven't watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff is like the animal characters kind of annoy me. Like they're cute, but they're annoying. Their personalities are annoying. I feel like though they're kind of meant to represent like the different parts of like kids' personalities and lives, right? Like Pooh is kind of naive and doesn't know a lot of things. Tigger is like hyper and energetic. Piglet's like afraid of stuff. Eeyore's depressed. That's basically someone's childhood, right? I don't know, but when you break the traits down like that, they get a little bit much. Anyway, next on the list is Frontierland, and this is another one that I had to get creative about because I don't think there are any films really related to Frontierland. Maybe there are some old ones. I mean, I think technically like the canoes leave from Frontierland. That's considered part of Frontierland, which is like Davy Crockett. I don't know if Davy Crockett is on Disney Plus though, but I wasn't gonna watch that. So I got a little bit creative because both the Mark Twain Riverboat and Pirates, what is it called? Tom Sawyer Island are part of Frontierland. And you know what happens on both of those is Fantasmic. So I decided that Fantasia would be my Frontierland movie, which seems like it doesn't make any sense when you say it out loud, but geographically, I think it does make sense. And I made the rules. And if you decide to do this, like you can make up your own rules. That's totally fine. So next on the list is Tomorrowland, and obviously like one of the obvious choices would be Star Wars, but then we also have Galaxy's Edge later, so I couldn't pick something from Star Wars. So I decided to go with Toy Story because of Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, and I went with Toy Story 4, which I'm realizing not a lot of people like that movie, it seems like. I feel like if I had to rank the Toy Stories in order, I would probably, I think Toy Story 1 is my favorite and Toy Story 4 might be my second favorite. And then I think maybe 2 and then 3. To be honest, 2 and 3 kind of blend together for me. I know 2 is when Jessie shows up, right? And they're in the toy store and the collector and like all of that stuff. And then 3 is with that creepy like strawberry bear and they're like on the conveyor belt going into the incinerator. I didn't like that one. I felt like it was too dark and it was like scary and sad. And I feel like that scene, I remember that scene where they're on the conveyor belt just going on forever, and like I didn't like it. So anyway, I picked Toy Story 4. I love Forky. I like the movie. I think it's a good movie. So up next then we have Toontown, and I was gonna go with something with our like classic tunes like Mickey, Minnie, Chip, Dale, Donald, Goofy. I was actually very close to hitting play on Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, but then I was like, well, how many episodes do I watch? Am I gonna get sucked into a hole of like watching all of them? It just seemed safer to pick something else. And so I picked Who Framed Roger Rabbit because I don't know if I've ever seen that movie. I feel like I might have. I think I've heard enough about it that I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know if I've actually seen it. To be honest though, I remember when I was a kid and like Roger Rabbit started getting popular or came out. I don't even know when he came out. I think he might have came out around the time I was born. Hey Siri. When did Who Framed Roger Rabbit come out? 1988, she says. I don't know if you heard her. She's all the way across the room. That's why I'm yelling. So I don't know. I guess he's been around for a while, but I feel like when I became aware of Roger Rabbit, he kind of annoyed me because he was like an annoying version of Bugs Bunny, and I didn't really want anything to do with him. I was Team Bugs. We didn't need another rabbit in town. I wasn't interested in watching this. I remember when the Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin opened at Disneyland. It was pretty popular with like kids my age. I think the first time that I went on it, I was probably like 12 or something. And I went with my Girl Scout troop, and I did like the ride at the time. I feel like as an adult, it's less fun, but it's still kind of cool. The theming in the queue is pretty cool, even if you don't like the movie. I guess I shouldn't say don't like the movie, but if you hadn't really seen the movie like me. Anyway, I watched that and I ended up liking it more than I thought I would. I feel like I probably need to watch it again, but I'm not in any rush to watch it right away. But yeah, I didn't hate it. So then we have Fantasyland, and I watched Peter Pan. Peter Pan's Flight is one of my favorite attractions in Fantasyland, and I hadn't seen that movie in quite a while. I actually don't know if I've seen it as an adult. I know I've seen Hook, but I don't remember. I don't think I've seen the cartoon version in probably 20 years. And then last but not least, we have Galaxy's Edge, and I've decided that I'm gonna watch Empire Strikes Back. I think that might be, I don't know if Empire is my favorite Star Wars movie. I think I'm between that and A New Hope, but I think A New Hope is the one that I've watched the most often because like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna rewatch the trilogy. Let's start at the beginning, and then I don't get very far. So yeah, there's 9 lands, and I've watched all but 3. So I have the Steamboat Willie and Fantasia and Star Wars left. I don't know, I think I might do Star Wars tonight, and I'll save Steamboat Willie and then Fantasia for tomorrow. If I remember correctly, I haven't seen Fantasia in a while either. I think it's a pretty movie, like the artwork is really good, but I feel like I remember getting bored watching it. I feel like that might be a good movie to put on tomorrow, like while I'm like multitasking and doing other stuff. So yeah, anyway, if you decide to participate in the Disney Plus Parks Challenge, let me know on Instagram. You can tag me at Theme Park Vegan if you post in your stories or in your feed. And if you post in your feed, you can also use the hashtag. Are you okay? Are you okay? That was embarrassing. You did that on camera too. Anyway, if you post on your feed, you can use the hashtag Disney Plus Parks Challenge. I also put up a highlight on Theme Park Vegan of the movies that I have watched already, and then I'll continue to update it as I finish. And I might actually do more parks. I don't know. I mean, here of the parks that I've been to, it kind of only makes sense to do it of the parks that I've been to. We could do one of California Adventure, which would be very Pixar heavy. So yeah, I probably will do that at some point, and then I'll continue to update the highlight. But if you decide to do it, make sure you let me know, and I hope you enjoy it. It was really fun, actually. I'm really glad that I did it because I'm not, like I said, I mean, I put off movies that I know that I want to watch. I just put it off endlessly. So this kind of forced me to sit down. I say force like it's a bad thing, but it encouraged me, it motivated me to actually sit down and watch the movies that I've been wanting to watch. And it was really nice to kind of have a break over Christmas and be able to just do nothing and just sit on the couch and watch Disney Plus. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. I will see you in the next one. Sorry, I stopped petting you for 1 second.